welcome to my video. Thank you for joining me ahead of El Clásico. Today I'm going to be bringing you all the match facts, lineup and predictions. All of that is coming up, so let's get right into it. So the game will be coming to you live from the Camp Nou at 4 PM local time in Barcelona, and these are the times where you can see the game across the world. El Clásico, of course, is on a lot earlier than normal for Spanish football, so that the maximum amount of people can see it across the globe. So on to Real Madrid now, and they haven't been in the best form as of recent, losing their last two games, and their last game in La Liga was against newly promoted side Cadiz, and they did lose 1-0 against them. They also lost their most recent game against Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League, 3-2 away, and that was a pretty big upset, especially when Real Madrid were down 3-0 at half time. And that defeat did put Real Madrid to the bottom of their table in the Champions League. But this is the current La Liga standings, with Real Madrid at third after 5 games with 10 points, and Barcelona at 10th with 7 points after 4 games. So if Barca is able to win the game today against Real Madrid, we will equal Real Madrid's points, but we will go ahead of them on goal difference, because currently right now as it stands, we are still 3 goals ahead of Real Madrid, and with that crucial game in hand. But this is the current form between Barca and Real Madrid, with the last 5 games Barca winning 2, drawing 2 and lost 1. So that is obviously in Barca's favour, but the most recent Clásico this year, Real Madrid did win that 2-0. Over the last 40 Clásicos, Barca has won 16, drawn 11 and lost 13. You can also see both teams' most recent form in La Liga. So here's an interesting fact for you. Over the course of all El Clásicos since both Barca and Real Madrid have been a team, they have played each other for a total of 244 times. And over the course of all those games and history, they have both lost and won 96 times and drawn 52. So as it stands, they're both completely equal across the results in history. So whoever wins this game does take the edge, but I will be confident that Barca can get the win today, because Real Madrid aren't exactly in amazing form, nor have they been scoring exactly a load of goals. Real have only scored 8 goals in their first 6 games across all competitions, with Barca scoring 13 across 5 games, and I will be hoping for a lot of goals in this game, and I will be hoping that it isn't that sort of cagey El Clásico where both teams are sort of afraid to lose the game. There were a couple of injury concerns regarding Sergio Ramos and Jordi Alba, and whether or not they'd be able to play in this game today, but that is all but confirmed now. They're pretty much guaranteed to be in both teams' starting lineups, because Ramos has been included in the Real Madrid squad list and Jordi Alba has been included in the Barca squad list. And it really is great to see Jordi Alba back in time for El Clásico, because in our previous games I do think we have missed his runs down the left. I still don't think that there's a player at Barca who can fill his boots at left back currently. It's also great to have Ramos in El Clásico. You always want the best players coming head to head, and he's always been one of those players who fires up the Barca team, Messi in particular, and we can always benefit from a fired up Lionel Messi. But moving on now to the lineup for Barcelona, and at goalkeeper we will have Neto. Ter Stegen still won't be able to make this game, so unfortunately we won't be able to see him in this match, so it will be Neto. At right back I do believe we should play Sergi Roberto. Serginho Dest I don't think is quite ready for El Clásico, but we will probably see him later on in the game. Piqué and Lenglet at centre back. We will definitely see Piqué in this game because he will miss the game against Juventus after getting a red card against Ferencvaros. At left back it will be the return of Jordi Alba. At our 2 central defensive midfield positions I have De Jong and Pjanic. I think this partnership suits Barca a lot better in the big games rather than Busquets, but do not be surprised if we do see Busquets in this game. At the left wing position I do have Ansu Fati, and unfortunately through the week Ansu Fati was racially abused by ABC España newspaper, who are located in Madrid, and because of this Barca and Ansu will be taking legal action against this newspaper. Messi has just won a court case against ABC España for false accusations, so it hasn't been the first time that Barca has had run-ins with this newspaper. But moving on to the central attacking midfield position, and I do have Coutinho. Young Pedri I don't think is quite ready for this occasion. But don't be surprised if Barca are winning to see Pedri come on for Coutinho. At right wing I have gone for Dembele. I do think that he should start against Real Madrid ahead of both Griezmann and Trincao. I did go quite in depth in that in my last video, so if you want to see that before the game starts, definitely check that out. At the striker position I do of course have Lionel Messi. I will expect at least one goal from him in this game and to lead this Barca team to victory today. Over to the Real Madrid squad list, and I will expect them to play a 4-3-3 against us today, with Courtois in goals, Mendy at right back, Sergio Ramos and Varane at centre back. Varane has been very inconsistent and making a lot of mistakes as of recent, so I'll be hoping for that in this game. Marcelo at left back. I think that Madrid will change their midfield from that game against Shakhtar Donetsk, with Modric on the left of the midfield, Casemiro in the middle, and probably Toni Kroos on the right. I also expect changes to the front three from Wednesday as well, with Vinicius on the right, Benzema in the middle, and Asensio on the left. This is only how I think they'll line up, but if they do line up in this way, this isn't exactly a Real Madrid that you fear. They are missing Eden Hazard as well. He's still out on injury and won't be back to at least the end of the month. Now on to the score predictions, and I do predict that Barcelona will win 3-2 today. I think this match will be won by the better attacking players, and in that department I do think that Barcelona do have the edge. But when it comes to defence, I do think that both teams are going to be very evenly matched. All that is left now is to announce that there will be no fans in this game, and that is just such a real shame. Barca versus Real Madrid is just one of those games that every fan wants to go and see, and for there to be no fans at this game today I think is such a real shame. But before I end this video, I will leave you with a couple of videos of my own from El Clásico. But before I do, I'd just like to thank everyone for joining me for this video. Let me know what you think of the video in the comments. Let me know what you think that the score will be. So thank you very much for joining me, and bye.